Hello everyone, thank you so much for being here with us this lovely Friday. My name is Selene Almaguer and I'm a realtor with the great team Elite Realty. I hope you are having an amazing day because we are having an amazing day, so I hope you're having one too. So if you bought a home last year or if you already own one, maybe you probably are receiving something on your mail, and it's a form called 1098. And if you're like, okay, what is this paper and why is my bank sending me tax forms? Well, don't worry, because today I'm gonna break it down in a very simple way, not in accounting language, just in a real homeowner talk. So I got you here. By the end of this live, you're gonna know exactly what the 1098 is, what each box means, how it can save you money, and when you actually need to use it. So if you're a first time homeowner or you're planning to be soon, this is for you. Okay, so stay tuned. So we need to know first what the 1098 is. Well, this is a form that is sent to you by your mortgage lender, your bank, every January of each year. On this form, they report how much interest you paid, how much taxes you paid, if you paid any points or fees. Points, let's say, to lower your rate, it's gonna show in here as well. And you can use it when you file your taxes, and it also can help you claim some deductions in this form. So think of the 1098 like a receipt from your bank. It just pretty much says, hey IRS, this person paid this much interest and this much in taxes last year. So this one sometimes can help you lower what the taxes that you owe, and so it actually can save you money. This paper, maybe you think it's so useless, but it is not, because it can save you money in there. So if you have it, go and look for it if you don't know where you left it. So like I said, this one, the form looks kind of something like this. I hope you can see it on your screen. It has different boxes, and there they can put the lender information. They're gonna add your name, your address, your social number, and all these details. But there's some boxes in there that you really need to pay attention. On box number one, this is probably the most important one to see, because in there it shows you how much interest you paid during the year on your mortgage. This one is important because we usually pay a lot in interest rates, and this one can help you lower your taxable income. So just to give you an example, let's say you paid 9,000 in interest last year. This 9,000 can help you lower your taxable income. I'm not saying that it's giving you a credit of 9,000, so you're not going to get the 9,000 back, but you won't have to pay, let's say, taxes on those 9,000 that you pay on interest. So it's a great benefit that you get for being a homeowner. So number two and three, this one pretty much is just the loan information. On box number two, it shows you how much balance you have, how much balance you still owe to the bank. Like I said, it's just information. You cannot use this one as a deduction, and please don't panic when you see it, because it might show like a big number, but you're gonna pay that off sooner than you think. So just look at it just so you know and you're aware, but just don't panic and pay much attention to that. On box number three, this one it shows it's when the mortgage started, is the origination date, and this one is pretty much just used for the IRS to know and check that you are eligible for any deductibles or any deductions. Nothing that you have to calculate in here, is just information. Okay. On box number four, that I did not add in here, but because it's very rare that you have something in there, this one is usually if you refinance and if you paid more, overpaid, and got some money back, it will usually go in there. But it's very it usually don't happen, but you can have the idea if you see numbers in there as well. On box number five and number six, this one, it shows you your PMI, any mortgage insurance if you have, and any points that you paid to lower your rate. This one, you can also use this one as deductions, and this one is more useful on the first year, because it's the first time that you got your mortgage is when you pay the points, when you pay the premium insurance. So this is going to be helpful on the first year. The second year, if it's in there, you can take it to the CBA, and they might be able to see if you can save some money or not. But usually it's the first year. Like I said, always this form right now is something I want to share with you. I'm not a CPA, I'm not an accountant, I'm not advising you how to use the form. I'm just showing you how to read it so you understand when you get it. But always talk to your accountant, to your CPA, and see how can this benefit you. But if you see this information, you're gonna know exactly what it is, um, and so you're gonna understand your CPA whenever they're telling you what they're gonna do on deductions. Okay. So box number 10. On box number 10, it shows you property taxes. This one is also important as the interest, because taxes, we know in Texas, are a little high, sometimes 4,000, 7,000 plus, depending where you live in that area. This one you can also use as deductions. Again, deductions, it's not saying that you're getting credit. You can just deduct it and pay less taxes. So this one is also a good number to see. And when or who can actually benefit from this form? Well, there's two ways that we can do our taxes. We can either go the standard way, or we can itemize our things, our deductions. If you do the standard, it's usually the people who do taxes with W-2, because IRS gives us a standard amount where we don't have to pay taxes, right? So if you have this form, and then adding your interest, your taxes, and any other deductions that you might have, if you see that number, it's bigger than the standard number that the IRS is giving you, then it's worth going the itemized way and using the 1098. But if you see that even if you add your interest, your taxes, and your deductions, that number is less than the standard amount, then don't bother. Just don't get any extra headaches that you don't need to. Just take it to the CPA just in case and see if you can use it and benefit you. But more likely, it's better to go to this. If you're doing standard way, just go that way. Now, if you do your taxes with 1099, this is going to be very helpful, because we do have to itemize our things, our expenses. So in this case, we can see a lot of benefit having this 1098, because we saw that we can do deductions. We can use as deductions our interest, our taxes, our points, PMI, any of that. You can use it as deduction, so you can pay less taxes. So this can actually save you some money. And usually, just something to remember, that this is going to be more helpful at the beginning of the when you just got your mortgage, because it's when we usually pay the most interest. As the years go by, you can still use it every time, but it might not be as helpful as at the beginning of the loan. But just keep that in mind. There's some questions that people usually ask, because there's a lot of people who do their taxes by their own, and they use, let's say, TurboTax, and they ask, can I use it if I do it myself? Yes, you can. You just have to put the numbers, and of course the system is going to say, okay, it's going to save you some money or it's not. But yes, put it on TurboTax or any places that you do your taxes on your own. If you refinance, you need to pay attention, because sometimes they might send you two forms, so be on the lookout for that. If you know that you refinance, you might get two forms on your mail. What happens if you didn't get it, or if you lost it? You can always go to your mortgage app where you make your payments. You can download it from there, or you can call your institution, your bank, your lender, and they can provide that form for you. Okay. They also ask if they have to send this to IRS. No, you don't have to. You don't have to follow this by itself. You just take it to your CPA, and they will check the information, and they can go from there. But you don't have to file this by itself. So this, one of the things that I love the most is helping families buy their first home, because I like to show them that it's not, buying a house is not just paying a mortgage. It's also creating wealth, and it gives you a lot of tax benefits that the renters don't do. So please, if you are thinking of buying a home, or if you're confused about anything, because I know it's a lot of information, but if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. My number is 512-938-2288, and I'm always happy to help. I love helping my clients and guiding step by step, holding your hand together, because I know that we can make this happen. So again, my number is 512-938-2288. Please let us know if you have any questions in regards of this topic or any other real estate topics. We are always here for you. And remember that everyone can own a little piece of Texas. We just need the right plan to make it happen. See you next time.